29th December 2023 was the final day of Test cricket this year. It's been really riveting in that sense because India succumbed to a 3-day loss. If you count the rain delay also, it's barely 2 days. 2 days you lost the Centurion Test match. Pakistan, on the other hand, put up a brilliant show against Australia. They did not hold to their catches, they did not bat well, and that's why they lost by 79 runs to suffer their 16th straight loss in Australia. But considering their past travails, this was actually a very good performance by Pakistan. But now the Centurion win and the Melbourne win has put South Africa and Australia in pole position. For India and Pakistan, it's made it even worse for them. India's plight is actually worsened by the fact that they have now been docked 2 World Test Championship points because of not maintaining a good over rate. So 2 points lost further, meaning their percentage points has taken a massive hit. Pakistan, on the other hand, they now face an even bigger crisis. Australia and South Africa, their test tours are now all but certain to put them in pole position for the remainder of 2024. Because looking at the cycle of 2023-2025, the one team that is benefiting big time from this is ironically South Africa. Because after the end of the Centurion and the Melbourne tests, this is how the points table is in the World Test Championship. South Africa, 1 win, 100 points. 61.1 percentage points is Pakistan. But remember, Pakistan have lost 2. They have also won 2. And they have also suffered an over rate deduction as well. New Zealand lost 1, won 1. Bangladesh, the same thing. Australia, they have won 4, but the problem is they have lost 10 percentage points due to a slow over rate. That's why they are at 41.67. India have won 1, drawn 1, lost 1. They just have 16 percentage points out of what you may say the 16 into 3. If you say 12 into 3 is 36. 16 divided by 36, but they also have suffered a deduction, and that's why only 38.89. Now, going ahead in this ICC WTC final race, when you have to look at it, 2025 June at Lord's, South Africa hold an edge. Why is that? Because look at the home series that South Africa are going to play. India is now, if they win in Cape Town, they would have removed the one major obstacle that was hitting them every single time. That was India. Their next home series is in 2024 are against Sri Lanka and Pakistan. South Africa have a great record against Pakistan when it comes to test matches in South Africa. So that's why they will be the favourites. But even their away series, that also looks good because they play New Zealand 2 tests, they play West Indies in 2 tests, and they play Bangladesh. Now New Zealand, remember, they have never ever lost a test series to New Zealand. In 80 years of playing together, they have never lost. West Indies, barring that 1992 test match, the one-off, they have never lost them. Bangladesh might represent a bit of a tricky situation because in spinning conditions, they could be found wanting. So, technically, if you look at it, the one chance where they have a test series deficit is potentially Bangladesh, and if New Zealand step up, they can also do it. Because remember, South Africa are sending their B team to New Zealand. That's why it's a problem. Look at India's series. England at home for 5 tests, New Zealand for 3 or 2, the number is not yet confirmed yet, it may be 3. Bangladesh for 2 tests at home, but their last away in 2024 is Australia. That itself is a humongous task looking at the current form of the Indian cricket team. See, at home they may win. There is no problem about their home credentials. But it is away that will prove to be a problem this time in this WTC cycle. The law of averages could very well catch up with them. What about Pakistan? Pakistan have already played 2 away series. Sri Lanka, they won 2-0. Now they are in danger of a whitewash in Australia. And their next overseas, South Africa, a country where they have never had that much of success. On the other hand, their home tests are slightly better. They play West Indies, they play Bangladesh, but their next one is against England Again, 3 tests. So that is why it is a big problem for them. South Africa have the most favorable WTC cycle. Australia, on the other hand, their WTC cycle is also great. If they win in Sydney, they have 2 against the West Indies. They have not lost a test to the West Indies in 21 years. They last lost a series way back in the 90s, 1991, 94, 92, 93 to be precise. Then they have 2 tests in New Zealand where they have not lost since 1993. And their away series, they have already played in England 5 tests, which is over. They are playing New Zealand 2, they are playing Sri Lanka in 2. Their last home series is against India 5. So are we looking at an Australia-South Africa WTC final? Looks like yes. But the one team that can challenge them is India. Whether you like it or not, India at home are impregnable. But how England step up to the plate, that will be the key. The overrate deductions are going to be a massive problem for all the teams involved here, except the subcontinent. Because in the subcontinent, you'll prepare rank turners, the spinners will come in, overs will be finished up very quickly indeed. So that's why this WTC cycle is already shaping up to be a thriller. South Africa are on top. You had Bangladesh at one point in the top 2. Now they have come down to 4th. Australia remain 5th because of the overrate penalty that they had in the Ashes. So that's why Australia's deductions are a big problem. England's deductions are a big problem. Overrates and the deductions are going to determine which are the 2 teams in this WTC cycle. But looking at current form, if they can maintain it, Australia look the favourites. If they can make use of all the elements of nature combined together, South Africa could break their ICC jinx. It could happen. But for that to happen, they have to first win in Newlands, then win in New Zealand. Something that they should do in this current form that they are in. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Straight. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.